Hello, everybody, and welcome to What's Up Wednesday. My name is Jared Gucci, and I am coming to you via WPFixit.com. We have a very exciting episode this week, and I want to welcome everybody that's joining us. This is actually only our third episode, so it's really exciting. And this topic is one of the coolest topics I like to talk about, and I like to share with other developers and other WordPress warriors and do-it-yourselfers. And today we're actually going to be talking about how to take any WordPress site and make it mobile friendly. And we are going to do that in a matter of 6 steps and less than, I would say, about 15 minutes. I know the description of this video said 30, but I think we can get it into about 15 minutes. And the really cool thing with all of this is that as a developer, you can take this knowledge and you can pass it on to your clients and add value to some of the processes that you do and charge for. And as a do-it-yourselfer, you can take this know-how and implement it into your site to create a better mobile experience. So the main reason that I wanted to do this walkthrough, there's actually 2 reasons. The first reason would be if you have a website that is not mobile friendly and just looks horrible on smartphones, this walkthrough is definitely for you. The other reason would be if you do have what's called a responsive website, which adapts to the viewing size of the monitor, or in this case, the screen on a phone or a tablet. You want more control over it because in a responsive environment, in most cases, the content simply changes location and adjusts to the viewing size, and in some cases, this isn't the most attractive viewing experience on mobile phones. So this walkthrough will give you more control over how your website looks on all mobile phones. Okay, so we're going to dive right into these 6 steps here, and I've actually outlined the 6 steps on our blog, and you can visit that at WPFixit.com. There will also be a replay of this video where it is playing live now. So the first thing is the requirements. What's needed to actually accomplish making any WordPress website mobile friendly? There's 2 required plugins for this particular tutorial, and again, there's many ways to do this. I'm presenting to you a proven and tested way that I believe is very, very easy. There's lots of plugins out there. There's lots of apps that will take a website and make it mobile friendly, but I've used a lot of them. I've worked with a lot of the developers that created them, and I wanted to kind of develop a new strategy of creating mobile-friendly sites. So okay, so let's go back to some of the ingredients you need to get this completed, and these are all completely free. So the first one is a plugin called Theme Test Drive, and that can be downloaded at WordPress.org. The second one is a plugin called Mobile Smart, and there is a free version of Mobile Smart, and there's also a pro version which gives you some additional features. The pro version is available on CodeCanyon.net, and that goes for $13. You do not need to use the pro version to accomplish what we're talking about in this video, and I am going to explain some of the additional features the pro version gives you so you can make your mobile site a little bit more robust. Okay, so step 1 is actually selecting a mobile theme to use when viewing your site on the smartphone. So we are going to have a desktop theme, and then we're going to have a mobile theme. You probably already have the desktop theme because your site has been developed, but we are going to hunt for a mobile theme that will load on all smartphones. Okay, and there's an option to allow it to load on tablets as well, but we're gonna stick with smartphones for the purpose of this video here. So I always say best practice is to make sure you select a theme that allows you to add custom CSS code directly into the theme options. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. but this is really important, and most of the newer themes out there, they do allow for this option, but it is something that you want to look into. My favorite non-e-commerce theme for mobile development is a theme called Responsive, and it's by a company called Cyberchimps, and it's an absolutely free theme. You can actually download it directly through your WordPress admin panel. You can just search for Responsive. I actually think it's under the popular uh, filter as well. If you are running a e-commerce store, the theme of choice that I recommend is a theme by Woo Themes called My Style, and that's Mystile. And that is also a completely free theme, but it does include the mobile pages for products and checkout and so forth. Okay, so that's step one. Find a theme that you would like to load up on mobile devices, and you can do trial and error. If you don't like the theme that you have, you can definitely pick another one. Most of these themes are not going to cost you anything, because again, the mobile viewing experience does not have to have everything that the desktop experience has. Mobile visitors usually have a different goal and purpose when browsing a site on their mobile phones. So you don't have to have all the bells and whistles that a desktop site provides, because there is going to be different visitor viewing goals. Okay, and hopefully all of you see the theme here on the desktop theme, and then I also have a mobile version of the same theme on the phone, and you can see how it looks on the desktop. Of course, everything is viewable and easy to read, but on the mobile phone here, of course, we would have to pinch and zoom and drag around in order to navigate and view this site properly on a mobile phone. And I'm going to show you how to fix that. Okay, so let's dive into step two. So step two would be installing and activating those two plugins that I mentioned, Theme Test Drive and Mobile Smart or Mobile Smart Pro. And I actually am going to use Mobile Smart Pro for this explanation, just so I can show you the added features that it has. So I have the plugins installed already. I just need to activate them. So we'll activate Mobile Smart Pro and Theme Test Drive. Okay, now once those are activated, the next step we're going to do is we're going to go into Theme Test Drive. And the cool thing about Theme Test Drive, you can probably think of some other uses for this as well, is it allows you to activate a theme for logged in users only. So if you're doing development and if you're doing development on a new theme, you don't necessarily want to turn off the old theme if the site is in production. Another way around this is to use a subdomain to develop. But Theme Test Drive is a cool little plugin that allows you to edit and create a new theme while the other theme is still in production. Okay, so we go into Theme Test Drive settings, and we're just going to enable our mobile theme that we're going to use, and in this case it's Responsive by Cyberchimps. So we're just going to select that. I'm going to enable Theme Test Drive, and now if I go back and visit the site, you will notice that the theme has changed. Okay, the only reason I'm seeing this is because I'm logged in. If I reload the mobile site, same thing as well, because I'm actually logged in on the mobile as well. Okay, so now that the theme is activated, and we're in step 3 here, we want to go into the theme options, and I need to give myself permissions there. Okay, so now that the theme is activated, we're going to go into the theme options and adjust as desired. Okay, and these are the options that are going to be displayed on our mobile phone. Now, I talked earlier about making sure you select a theme that offers custom CSS styling. This theme does, as we can see here. And the way that you can adjust those styling elements is simply, you can shrink your browser window, and then you can use your Firebug tools or your inspect tools, depending on what browser you're using, to adjust those styles, and then put those styles into your theme settings. I don't want to get too technical with that stuff. If you do have questions, we can definitely talk more offline. But selecting a theme that does have CSS styling gives you full control over exactly how you want it to look on a mobile phone. Okay, so you go through here and you would, of course, update the theme settings with logos and things like that. After you do that, the next thing you would want to do while Theme Test Drive is activated is you would want to go into your menus and you would want to set up a mobile menu. So I always like to just create a new menu, and then we can call it mobile menu. Create it here, and then you can, of course, set up your pages as needed. That will be on the mobile site only. Okay, so after you've done your theme settings and you've created your mobile menu, it's now time to set up the widgets for your mobile. Now, some responsive themes actually remove the sidebar in mobile viewing, but other responsive themes actually keep it. And then, of course, we talked about the stacking. They'll just stack content on top of it. Usually, the sidebar will be down at the bottom of the page. This particular theme does allow the widgets to be displayed on a mobile phone, and there's let me just move this iPhone here. There's tons of widget options with this particular theme. Another thing I like about the responsive theme, so you have tons of widget options, tons of control over what you put in each. So this is where you would do that while Theme Test Drive is still enabled for your mobile theme. Okay. Now, once you do your theme settings, you do your menus for the mobile viewing, you do your widgets for the mobile viewing, it is now time to activate that mobile theme. Okay, and if we go into it's under settings, and if you're just using Mobile Smart, it will just say Mobile Smart. If you're using Mobile Smart Pro, of course it will say Pro. Now, the things that are not enabled in the Mobile Smart free plugin is the domain switching selection, which allows you to automatically redirect all mobile viewers to a custom domain. Usually, if your website is domain.com, the mobile domain might be m.domain.com. And you'll see this with Facebook. Even if you visit facebook.com on a mobile phone, it'll redirect you to m.facebook.com. So the Pro version allows customization there. It also allows for mobile pages, which we're going to talk about later, which is a really cool feature. So you can actually change the content on the mobile viewing experience with mobile pages. I'm going to show you how that works later. And then the other option available in Mobile Smart Pro is the mobile plugins, which allows you to turn off plugins that you do not want to use in the mobile viewing experience. And this is really great because not only does it speed things up when you turn some of these things off, but there may be tons of plugins that are just not used in a mobile viewing experience. So this allows you to actually turn those things off. But the main thing that this plugin offers, both free and pro, is the ability to instantly load the theme of your selection when the site is viewed on a mobile phone. And when I say mobile phone, I mean any mobile phone. Okay. And you can see here the options are very simple. Depending on which themes you have installed into your site, you will get a drop down with all those themes. In this case, we are loading the responsive, and there's an option below as well for theme switching on iPads or other tablets as well. So you can include that. In most cases, I mean, I guess depending on the size of the iPad Mini's a little bit smaller screen, but I usually like to leave this unchecked because pinching and zooming is not horribly bad, or the responsiveness of a website's not horribly bad on a tablet. But this would be step 5, where you actually visit these settings and set them up as desired, and of course you would update. And you can see, like, if I switch this back to the Adventure Journal and I refresh my mobile phone here, you'll see here that we're not getting that responsive theme. Switch that back, and then I'll refresh. We got that nice clean theme there. Looks great on a mobile phone. Of course, you can change all the colors and the styling as we talked about before. Okay, so the very last and final step, actually before I get into the last and final step, I do want to show you how mobile pages works, because it's actually really cool. So if you go into any of your pages, and we'll actually just let's see, let's edit a page here so we can so I can show you the difference. Let's edit about the test. Okay, so switch over here. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's look at this page on desktop. So here we go on desktop, and you can see this is our content area here, and then we're looking at it on mobile as well. There we go. Now let's say we do not want this particular content on the mobile experience. There is now a new section on, and this goes for pages and posts as well. There is a new WYSIWYG editor where you can add your mobile only content. We'll just put that in there. Oop. Update the page here. And you'll see on the desktop site, we still have our normal content, but on the mobile site, let's refresh here, you'll see here it says mobile only content. So it's a really cool feature, and in most cases the content is going to be the same on both desktop and mobile viewing experience, but in some cases you actually might want to change it. You know, if there's some complex tables in some of your pages, or you know, the responsiveness is just not it's not working as well as it should on mobile, you can adjust to have that mobile only content, okay, and add specific styles to it to make sure that it loads and looks well on a mobile phone, okay. So the very last step of this entire process would be simply to deactivate or disable theme test drive. So if we go back into the theme test drive, all we have to do is click disable, and now if we go back and logged in or logged out, we will get our desktop theme, and on our mobile phone we will continue to get our mobile website, okay. So as you can see, 6 steps. I think we did that, yeah, in about 15 minutes. Very simple. You don't need to understand any coding. You don't need to invest in any expensive plugins. You don't need to pay monthly for any special apps. Just really simple, and I really hope there's a lot of developers watching this right now, because this is something that you can put into your estimates and your proposals, add huge value to your clients, and it's a process that you can knock out fairly quickly. And if you do have more questions about, you know, custom styling and you know, kind of tweaking the mobile look in a bit more detail, I can definitely help you out with that. I didn't want to get too technical. I just wanted to give you the overview of how you can take any WordPress site, and I do mean any, and turn it into a mobile site in a matter of minutes. So I'm just going to check here to see if we have any questions. Okay, yeah, so, you know, I kind of touched on this. Do I recommend just getting the Mobile Smart Pro plugin? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about $13. The thing I actually like the best about it is the mobile pages, because there are situations where you do need to change the content on a mobile page versus the desktop content. And then I also do like the fact that you can turn off plugins that are not going to be used in a mobile environment. Okay, other question we have here. Yes, okay, so this, how did I display my iPhone on the screen? Okay, so this is a cool little program called Reflector, and you can actually download it for free. I think the address is reflector.com. I'm not sure, but for $12, I think the free version allows you up to 5 minutes or something, and it's branded. But for like $12, you can get the full version, which takes off all the branding. But you can mirror anything on your phone or tablet, and this is iOS hardware only. That you can mirror anything on your phone or tablet onto the computer, and so it's a cool little app. Okay, so just wrapping up here, I want to remind everybody that What's Up Wednesday does air every single Wednesday from 11:30 a.m. to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time, and you can find a replay of this show on our blog, wpfixit.com. And if you'd like to see the schedule of all the upcoming shows, it's wpfixit.com/what's up. And that's WASSUP. So I hope this was helpful. I encourage any of you to reach out to me personally if you need some questions or some clarification. But thank you for joining me today.